Halloween Eve. Halloween has the eve in it though, because like All Hallows Day is November 1st, so Halloween is technically the eve of that, and today is the eve of Halloween. So hello, my brain just got all frazzled. Goodness me, I think I need an extra coffee. Hi, I'm getting ready to record a podcast. I'm now doubting that choice that I think that I'm cognizant enough to podcast, but I'm gonna be doing it in just a hot second. So I wanted to put on a little bit of makeup and say a little hello and wish you a happy early Halloween. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I hope the weather changes. If you're here in the New England area, you know we've had some crazy rain and just yuckiness, but I kind of feel like that's par for the course when it comes to October. So I'm crossing our fingers that we have a rain-free Halloween. It's always more fun when it's rain-free, right? Trick-or-treating in the rain and all those wet leaves. I'm worrying about slipping. It's no fun. And here in Rhode Island, our kids usually trick-or-treat when it's dark, so then you get all slippy and slidey, and it's bananas. Thank you so much for the hashtag Hello Lovely. Hope you're having a great day. What are you guys up to? I'm just using a stick eyeshadow. This is in the shade Gleaming. This has been one of my easy go-tos, whether you just use it in an inner corner for a little inner corner pop, or you put it all over your lid like you see me doing right here. It just, I don't know, it adds some nice little sparkle, and it's easy, and it's budge proof, and I can blend it with my finger. I don't know, I just like it. It makes me feel pretty. Makes me feel pretty and polished. But yeah, we're going to be doing a quick podcast before the kids come home on the bus, and Blake and I were debating if we were going to have the time to do it, and he's like, well, let's do it. Let's get ready. So we're going to be podcasting. I don't know if it's going to be live, but if it is, you'll get that little notification. It is going to be Harry Potter. We are doing the next chapter in Order of the Phoenix, which is Percy and Padfoot. Percy and Padfoot. Been pretty miserable and wet here all day. In the UK, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Well, we're miserable and wet here. We're in New England, right? So we get pretty much the same weather as the UK. It's funny, a lot of people when they go visit Scotland, they're like, oh, it feels like Rhode Island a lot of the times. And I have to like figure out with Pangea, when the continents were all together, how close we were to the UK. Because I'm pretty sure, Blake I think is the one that told me that our New Hampshire White Mountains technically we're like the same range. I just made a big old boo-boo. You see that? Woof! We're gonna fix that little sucker up. This is why you're not supposed to do lip liner or intense eyeliner while you're talking, because just a little shift can make you into Amy Winehouse. Anyway, Blake was checking it out, and he had read somewhere, it might have been when we were on Mount Washington, that the White Mountains in New Hampshire, which is our Adirondack mountain range where we live, that portion of it was the same as like the Highlands in Scotland. So like the same geological area, you know, back when everything was Pangea, which is pretty wild. Thank you so much for the hashtag Hello Lovely. All right, so I'm going to go with some pretty intense black eyeliner. Did not mean to do it that thick, but you know, it's Halloween. It is Halloween, so let's go for this. This right here is my favorite eyeliner. It is really budge proof, so it is, you know, rainy and gross right now. And what I also like to do is I like to use it underneath my lashes to tightline. And as I said, we're going to be podcasting in a hot second, so I wanted to make sure I had a little something to look more presentable. And then after podcasting, I pick up the kids and we go to dance class. All right, so let's get this party started. And I look pale, but I will not look pale in a hot second. I'm going to add a little blush. So our kids are getting dressed up for Halloween. They do not get to wear their costumes to school. The kids in your area get to wear costumes. Growing up, we were able to wear our costumes. But I don't know when this rule changed, if it was when the panorama struck or who knows what, but they can't wear their costumes to school. It's so funny though, because they always do a spirit week right around either during Halloween or the week after, where they get to dress up as book characters or certain colors or, dress up like a member of our community or any of these things. So essentially they end up wearing costumes to school for an entire week, yet they cannot wear their Halloween costume. So it doesn't really make sense to me, but it is what it is. So I'm grateful at least that they get to have that spirit week to get their costume spirit in, and kind of still do a little dress up stuff, but I don't know why they just don't allow them to do their Halloween costumes. It's funny. I just put lash primer on my lashes. For those of you who've never worn lash primer, it is a base coat for your mascara. It's like a deep conditioning treatment. Really helps your lashes stay nice and strong, but it also is going to elevate whichever mascara you wear. It's going to be like a little push-up bra for your mascara. And right now I'm using my Twisted. It has this cute little itty bitty wand. I feel like Harry Potter. I've got a couple of favorite wands. So Twisted mascara comes with 2 wands, an itty bitty baby wand, and then a big chunka wand. The baby one is fantastic to get those tiny inside corners of your lashes, or if you really want like a nice natural fluttery look. And then the bigger wand, the one I'm using right now, gives you more of that traditional mascara look that you're going for. Dun, 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 dun. But I like the lash primer because it holds on to my mascara more. So when I'm laughing while I'm podcasting with Blake and tears are running out of my eyes, it is less likely to make a big old mess. So if you have allergy eyes or your eyes get watery, or if you too laugh when you listen to Blake, some lash primer can definitely help you. So we're going to be podcasting, and then, like I said, I'm going to go pick up the kids from the bus. This is our first year taking a bus home with both kids. My kids were in kindergarten and 2nd grade when it was like the first full year of the panorama, and we were driving them the entire time. And our school is about a half hour away. So it was like an hour in the morning for me, an hour in the afternoon. And then this year I found out that there's a bus that drops them off super close to my house. It also picks them up, but I'll be real with you, the Larson family, they are not early birds aside from me. So there's no way they would get out of the house in time to make the bus. All right, I just did my lashes. I am going to go in now with some color. So this is my all-in-one color stick in the shade Fresh Orchid. I'm just going to do a little bit. It's a cream blush. And you can use your fingers. You can use a brush. It actually is a sponge on the back of it too, so you can even use that to go to town. But I'm just going to use a makeup brush. I like to use the sponge, if like I'm in the car, if I'm doing something quick, because you can just take that and put it on the go. Put it around, add some color so I don't look like a ghost on the podcast. Even though it is the day before Halloween, so it makes sense. It would make sense for me to be all sorts of spooky. But yeah, so my kids just started taking the bus home this year, and it has been a game changer for anything and everything. I mean, heck, I would already be in my car at this point to go pick up my kids. So Blake and I just had a little lunch, and I asked him, I said, do you think we have time to podcast? And he said, yes, we do. Let me fix right here so it's not too dramatic. The other thing that I like to do with this all-in-one color stick, I like to put it on my lips. So it's a cream blush that's also a lipstick, and you can use it as an eyeshadow. And depending upon the color, I feel like I got a little extra right there. Depending upon the color, you can use it as contouring, bronzer, depending upon your coloring. So I'm just taking a little bit. It's the same thing. And what I like about this is it really creates a nice monotone, cohesive look. Da-da-da, yay. It's budge proof. It has 10-hour wear, which is pretty incredible. And I've had some friends who liked wearing it even just on their bare skin, just to add a little bit of color, whether it's to their lips and cheeks, to once again help them feel a little less like Casper the Friendly Ghost. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to podcast. And now that I feel like I've got a little something on, I will feel more confident. Thank you, All-in-One Color Stick, for making my dreams come true. Dun, 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 dun. So I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween. As I said, we're going to get my kids. I'll be going to dance practice and basketball practice and getting ready for tomorrow. I'm debating whether or not we're going to have a special Halloween dinner. I go on Pinterest all the time, and Pinterest knows. It's like, oh, Mary, do you want to see these really fun Halloween dinners? Like how to make chicken pot pie, but to use cookie cutters to cut out ghosts from the crust of the pie, and then it looks like there's ghosts on your pie. Or how to make hot dogs wrapped in crescent rolls that look like mummies. They're still relatively easy, but I don't do that kind of stuff frequently. I don't do like creative meals, so it's not always necessarily the most time conservant nor easiest for me, and sometimes they turn into Pinterest fails. And one of the things I loathe most in this world is when I try something and I've spent money and time on it and then it's a disaster. So even though I've pinned all of those cute little Halloween recipes, I highly doubt I'll be doing it. The only thing that I think I might do is Rice Krispie treats that... Or maybe I'll just make them orange. They're kind of like pumpkins. Because I saw some cute things that they actually make them in the shape of pumpkin. But now that I'm thinking that through, that's even more work. So wish me luck. We're probably just going to make pizza tomorrow night. But if you eat anything fun, do anything fun like that for Halloween, let me know. I could make orange pancakes. I could do that. Keeping things easy is the way to go during a busy time of year. All right, my friends, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning into this Minute with Mary. I'm going to be having loads of fun tips and tricks and popping here, there, and everywhere during the holiday season, as I believe that Halloween starts the holiday season. And if you're a podcast listener of ours, you're going to want to tune to the Mary and Blake page, because we're going to be podcasting. As I said, I don't know if we're going live. We may go live. We might. I might see if we can do that. All right. I'll talk with you later. Thanks so much. Talk to you.